there when doing a flower arrangement or flower arranging. There are rules and regulations with florists, and they have certain designs that they like to do, but that's not really important if you want to dress up something at home. Just use the flowers that you have in your garden, in your yard, out in the field, or you can go to the grocery store and purchase them. When cutting my own flowers, I usually take a bucket or some kind of container with some water in it. Warm water is good because the flowers can absorb that faster, and you don't want them to wilt down. So this is the bucket that I have here. These are flowers that we got from the grocery store, but I also have behind me here is some things that I cut from home. This is a redbud branch. When you're cutting woody stems, it's always a good idea to take a hammer and just tap the end of it. You break the fibers just a little bit, and that helps the branch to absorb water more readily. When you have fresh flowers or flowers that you've purchased from the grocery store, sometimes the ends of them are already closed up, the pores are closed, so it's always a good idea to snip off a little part of the stem until you're ready to use it. Stick that down in the water. These are really good. It's kind of food for the flowers, so you just empty that into the water according to the label instructions. If you don't get one of these, you can also take a couple of aspirin and crush them with a hammer or spoon or whatever. Sprinkle that in the water, stir it in, and that helps the flowers stay fresh longer as well. Tall vases or pitchers are better for long-stemmed flowers or branches, and they do better for that. Also, just remember the different types of flowers do better in different containers, or they might look better in different containers. Like sunflowers, for instance, I love those in a ball jar, especially the old jars, the blue ones. You also can do little salt and pepper shakers, or even use one of the little cheese containers here. It also already has the holes in it. You can just poke the flowers down in the holes. You can use the salt and pepper shakers as bud vases. The larger vases, of course, you can do bigger arrangements with those. In more shallow containers, you kind of need something to help hold the flowers in place. Way back when, they always had these metal frogs, and you still can get those today. You also can get plastic ones as well, and they sit down inside of the container. All the little holes and areas here, you just poke the stems in them and then put your filler flowers in, and you can make a nice arrangement. If you don't have a frog and you still want to do something in a shallow bowl, a quick and easy way to do that is with cellophane tape. This might be difficult to see, but you actually make a grid by putting tape going horizontally and vertically across here, and you're leaving little square holes here, and you just poke the flowers in the holes. This is the easiest way to do it. Another thing that's really great now is mason jars have lids now that actually have a grid on them. This was one that was purchased that already had one on there. You can just stick the flowers in the grid, and again, just fill in with filler flowers to make a full arrangement.